All that you need to know about your baby's weight. Babies look adorable no matter how many folds there are on their arms and squishy tummy. Those folds and dimples on their arms and their cushiony cheeks all seem like bundles of love. Oh, how impossible it is to stop cuddling a soft baby. Sorry, we got a little carried away. We understand how hard it is to mind a few double chins on a little baby. But if a parent won't, who will? We love to see babies however they look, but too much or too less weight on them could be a cause of concern. A baby's dimensions like their length and weight are indicative of whether there are any health issues that need to be looked at. It is not unusual for parents to wonder throughout their baby's growing years whether their development is normal or not. Most parents would already be familiar with the doctor taking up their little one's measurements during regular health checkups. Well, we would be glad to continue the rest of the story by giving you a piece of good news. The range of healthy baby weights is vast, and everything is hunky-dory till your baby's eating, pooping, and sleeping habits are good. So, let us begin with some of the critical pointers to tick all the boxes of a healthy baby weight. Number 1. The average weight of a newborn. It is essential to understand that the weight of the baby varies according to many factors. A significant number of babies are born with a weight over the average limit, which is 3.5 kgs or 7.8 lbs for male babies and 3.4 kgs or 7.5 lbs for female babies. Your baby's weight being a pound or two here and there at the time of birth is not usually a cause of concern. However, a baby born with a weight less than 2.5 kgs or 5.5 lbs is considered to be underweight, while a newborn with a weight over 4 kgs or 8.9 lbs is deemed overweight. Although, do not fret just yet, because your doctor will be able to recommend to you what to do and most probably tell you that there is nothing to worry about. There are some reasons behind the weight with which your baby is born though, and we have decided to shed some light on them. Your weight influences the weight of your baby. Your baby is prone to being a little on the heavier side if you were overweight during the pregnancy or since before you became pregnant. Similarly, mothers who receive less nutrition during and before pregnancy or are underweight usually give birth to an underweight baby. Your habits. It is not throwing a stone in the air when people say that your baby is a reflection of you. Your fetus is influenced by your life decisions like smoking and drinking. If you used to smoke before pregnancy or during, the chances are that your baby will weigh less. Health conditions. Your baby's health also depends on whether or not you have had any chronic diseases like gestational diabetes. Diabetic women may give birth to a baby that weighs above the average weight. Genetics or family history. People with a family history of giving birth to a slightly larger or smaller babies have more chances of giving birth to the likeness. Dependence on gender and age. Typically, baby boys tend to weigh more than baby girls. The age of the mother also influences the weight of the baby. Mothers who conceive during their teen years give birth to babies who are smaller in size and weigh less. First-time pregnancy or not. Firstborn babies are usually smaller than their siblings. Also, if you give birth to twins or triplets, they might weigh less than average. The ethnicity of the baby. It is seen that white babies are a bit larger than Native American and Asian babies. Well, now that we introduced you to the concept of average weight and given you reasons why your baby could have been over or underweight, let us treat you to some tips and tricks on how to manage your baby's weight. Number 2. Managing your baby's weight. Your baby is supposed to gain around 4 ounces of weight per week. If your baby is gaining way more or way less than that, it is time for you to troubleshoot. There are a few reasons why you are observing weight problems in your baby. Like, your feeding patterns and frequency is not adequate. Your baby needs to eat at least 10 times in the time period of 24 hours. And no, that is not a lot. But if you are feeding them much more than that till a doctor recommended you to, that might be extra. And if you are feeding less than that, now you know why your little angel is falling out of his or her clothes. Be careful about breastfeeding patterns. One of the ways your baby gains weight is by drinking the high fat milk that comes at the end of feeding them on one breast for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If your little one is not drinking from one breast for that long, he or she might miss out on some fat generating hind milk. Your baby's appetite is increasing because of overfeeding. Notice the signs like your baby turning her head away, spitting out your nipple, zipping lips, or stopping when you are feeding them. These signs indicate that your baby is full and it is time to stop. Overfeeding a baby can result in weight gain. Well, that happens to everyone. Don't hydrate. You might not have heard this often, but you should not feed your baby water till you get a piece of professional advice for it. We think our work here is done, and it's time your work starts. We hope to keep coming back with more of such content that will make your motherhood as easy as possible. Tell us in the comments how you liked the video. That's all from us today. We want you to know that your voice is important to us. So please leave a comment below. If you are new here, then click the bell icon for notifications of our new videos and subscribe to our channel.